Welcome to Ashwell, episode 7. We are here with our full cast again as usual, and this is our first episode now that we've rebranded the channel, so this is now the TorchbearerGaming group. And I guess if this is your first time listening, I highly suggest going back and watching from episode 1, because we're not going to be going through the full intro as we have been in previous episodes, simply because it consumes a lot of time. It is repetitive, since most of you have already heard it before if you listened previously. And this is an entirely experienced group, no new members today. So we're going to skip right over the intro that we normally would do, and jump straight into introducing our characters. So who wants to go first today?
Since everyone's talking at once. This is Flynt. My character is Lilith Swansong, human bard. And who is Lilith? Wouldn't you like to know? Truth is, I like that you don't know, but I'll share what I feel like. I often do work for the Ordo Velatum, and they appreciate the fact that I can move among people being faceless, unknown, yet know things about others that they wish they didn't. I also have a tendency to tell the truth very harshly at times, lie just as harshly at others. You'll never see my face because I'm always wearing a mask. My mask tells my personality. You'll have to guess which one is which. I enjoy song, dance, rhymes, poetry, all forms of art. Things I like the least are the people who lack understanding, the ignorant, the dull, and the foolish.
And that's our first member for the night.
I can go next. I can do Garret.
Hello there. My name is Gary. Gerald. Garret. Garret. Yes. Garret Wandermind. I am a devotee of the arcane arts. I am the wizard's wizard, the halfling's champion. What was the question again? I tend to forget things. However, I'm as sharp as a tack, I assure you. Oh, yes. Who am I? This is a short biography on Garret Wandermind by, yes, you guessed it, Garret Wandermind. As a young man raised by academics in the capital of man, Garret was raised among artisans, scribes, intellectuals, and philosophers. It was only natural that he sought out to join these esteemed individuals. He went to a number of academies before eventually enrolling to be trained as a wizard by the Order of the Grey Cloak, a well-regarded guild of arcanists who are funded by the crown. Garret excelled, as expected, in his studies, and he found he had a knack for magic. While he never found a specialization like most of his peers, he spent most of his years he spent years devoted to the arcane arts and learned them well. Then came his final trial, and things took a darker turn. Nobody knows the specifics of what happened in the labyrinth of trials, but by the time Garret left, he was not the same man he was before. It was as if something he had experienced had frazzled his mind. Still, he proved more than a capable spellcaster, despite his short memory and distractible nature, and he graduated. After years of bumbling around the capital, embarrassing the Order of the Grey Cloak, he was exiled from their membership and was sent packing out from the capital, which eventually led him to Hearthmoor. I think somebody added that last piece. I don't remember writing that part myself. However, I am here currently in Hearthmoor. That is Garret.
Wonderful. as always. So, next, do we want to do our Paladin or our new member?
I'll go. Hello, I'm Lucian Petrescu. I was born and raised in a monastery, surrounded by fellow clergy of Morningstar my entire life. Mother some might even say, but I would have agreed with you as a child. I ended up rebelling later on in my trouble years until I finally became a teenager. The church sent me out onto the streets to find my own way. The outside world was not so kind to me, I would come to learn. After 6 years of scratching by and begging for coin, I was abducted by hooded men. I was deposited by them into a brightly lit cavern bearing this emblem of a strange god I'd only seen during my time at the Abbey. They intended to sacrifice me, but luckily for me, after a week of torture and the many deaths, Guild finally discovered the plot and intervened. After my hardships I faced, I worked my way back into the graces of Morningstar and joined the ranks of his faithful warriors. For me, I enjoy Starry Night. Excuse me. I enjoy the starry night sky. I enjoy long walks at dusk. I enjoy hobbies and collecting chess sets. I don't know how to play. I don't like the day. I don't like the agents of the old gods. I don't like anything that even has to do with the old gods. Certainly not demons or the bloody trails that they leave in their wake. Very little, really. And one more thing you should know about me is that I really must be wary about wherever they could be, the old gods could strike. And I must be constantly vigilant or I might be taken off guard. I am the shield that defends the people from heretics, hide anywhere, and spy upon my every move. When my allies could be in league with.
Okay, and that is the wonderful Lucian and his totally not paranoia. So our last member of the day is played by Rift. After Grithrit's timely death.
Yes. My name is Kakkaaz. I come far from the north, the unforgiving wastes of the Dreadwmaw Mountains. As a pup, I heard stories of a time when the echoes of the footsteps of giants filled the mountains. But now that they're gone, the most fearsome thing in the mountains was me. I tracked and felled many beasts through those beautifully unforgiving wastelands. They all fell so easily. Too easily. No kill, no matter how hard earned, could satisfy me. But one night, new prey wandered into my hunting grounds. Prey like none I had seen before. This prey had no horns, no fangs, no claws. Oh no, they had no such deeds of things like that. They had wits, weapons of metal, and a strength that came from more than just blind survival instinct. So I tested this new prey. One by one they fell, but something about it was far more intriguing. Eventually, I drove them into a cave. They cowered in fear of the cold and my claws. Before the night was done, the cave was painted with what remained of them. This strength they had, I needed it for myself, so I took it. And as I did, something came to me. This being offered me greater power to continue hunting this new quarry. I gladly accepted. And though he has now sent me down from my preferred hunting grounds to someplace strange and unfamiliar, the hunting is richer than ever. And that is Kakkaaz.
And what is Kakkaaz?
Kakkaaz is a warlock. And a noble. Pleasant fellow, right?
The most pleasant.
Hmm.
Juicy backstory.
So yes, our first Gnoll party member, which we'll delve into the... We've had dealings with Gnolls before, and they are known to be an intelligent species and capable of trade, and despite their more violent nature. So with that all aside, our 4 party members are set up for the night. We move into the next stage. So, as many a time before, we pick up with our group at the local drinking hall, the Leaky Bitch. Much merriment and enjoyment is being had. The town has seen a very recent economic boom, as the vile terrors of the keep have been kept at bay by delvers and mercenaries quite well. And the people are beginning to settle in, and more stores and shops are opening up, and money is flowing through the region. Caravans are becoming more and more frequent. But as delvers, you all know, it can't last.
Lilith is standing at the bar, having just finished a little routine on the stage, chatting away with someone. Could be anyone.
A faceless stranger.
So I said to Gruthrit's body, on further reflection, you should have taken care of those wounds earlier.
What about the rest of you? Where are you in this bar room?
I mean, Lucian's probably been kind of away working with his order for a while, trying to. I mean, well, first of all, he's been out kind of trying to work with his order on like that. Oh, never mind. Yeah, the thing he found. Hold on. I gotta look up the name. Mount Render. Yeah, he's been working on that, and he's been working on like some other things too, like getting a new. So right now, though, he's just in there, kind of taking a break from the day, just kind of at the bar, sort of drinking a cold glass of beer. Still vigilant, not enough to get him drunk, just to take the edge off.
Yeah. Busy time studying old tomes and things.
Cracking open a cold one with the goblins.
Yeah. No, he's keeping an eye out, making sure he doesn't see any goblins around, especially anyone's asking him for money.
Oh, is that Lorky over there?
Where?
And surely he's at one of the gambling
My
tables.
mistake.
It's Speaking of cracking open a cold one, there's a large gnoll with mottled gray fur, just kind of hammering back a drink at the bar.
And yes, you do mean large.
Yes, incredibly large. In fact, how hard was it for him to fit through the door? Is the door kind of built for people of all of most sizes?
The door is big enough to accommodate bugbears, so he'll fit in fine.
Right.
He is a very large member of his species, well over 7 feet tall.
How many seats on either side of him are just open? And
Oh, there's
people
nobody
just-
sitting near him.
I imagine so.
Can Garret walk up to the bar and have a seat at the bar next to Kakkaaz?
Absolutely.
Well, hello there, big fella. You're a very particular, interesting specimen.
He sets down his mug on the bar. Though it sounds more like a half slam, considering the weight that he's putting it down with. And he looks over at you. For a moment in his eyes, you can't tell whether he's going to greet you or whether he's going to eat you.
Oh, I can assure you that you're not going to want to eat me. I'm ordering some bacon right now. You might want to try it. It's delicious here.
Hello there, little man.
And as the barkeeper or the innkeeper walks by, Garret would like to order his plate of bacon that he gets every time he comes in, and a glass of water.
Okay. And of course, the barmaid happily rushes off to get your order for you.
So what are you doing here in Ashwell? Or in, where's it? What, man, I forgot that. Hartford?
Hearthmore.
Yeah, Hearthmore.
Hunting for something.
Oh, you're a hunter, huh?
Quite.
What are you looking for? Maybe I can help. I know lots of things.
I won't know it till I see it.
Sounds interesting. Well, how do you know that you're hunting if you don't know what it is you're actually hunting for?
I know it's there. Trust me.
Alright, I'm gonna have to go with you on that one.
And as you're kind of like sitting here conversing with this gnoll, you kind of look him up and down a bit. And beyond just being large, there is something else kind of distinct about this gnoll that you've met other gnolls before. You've seen them. They're very canine in appearance, and they have the jaw and snouts of like dogs, and most of them have claws. But that's more in like they're still more humanoid than they are animals, so their claws are very not pronounced. They're just fingertips. Kakkaaz's hands are like these massive, just talon-covered hooks of flesh. Like his hands just seem to end in giant, like 6-inch talons, rather than the normal, like tiny little dog claws.
Now, just to be clear, you did say distinct and not that he stinks.
Well, I'm sure he has a certain musk about him as well.
Ah, okay, because I was clearly getting a stink vibe.
I'm sure he doesn't smell the best.
Oh, that's okay. I'm used to wild animals and stuff. It's all right.
Nice.
I mean,
But-
just to be clear.
Sure, he's caked in blood.
That would make him too easy to track.
Too easy. Yeah. Doesn't blend in with the snow well.
But as you're all kind of milling about and conversing and getting your food and eating,
Lucian's kind of keeping an eye on the imposing gnoll. And a suspicious looking gnoll.
No, suspicious. Hand in hand.
Well,
Garret extends his hand and says, Garret Wandermind, pleased to meet you.
He extends this hand kind of like he's unfamiliar with this gesture. His hand is
Oh.
far larger than yours.
Oh, you have some very interesting. Wow, you're very coy. Nice to meet you. And what was your name again?
Kakkaaz, Dreadwmaw.
Kamikaze. All right. Nice to meet you.
As this exchange is all going on, you're sitting there, and all of a sudden, like, the door opens up as somebody comes in. And when they come walking in, this is just another customer, a regular, one of the local drunks. There's this strong breeze that comes blowing in behind them. And it smells like there is that a very specific scent. If anybody wants to roll nature, or if not, just straight wisdom, to try and identify the smell.
Let me see.
Wisdom's actually not a bad. It's not bad for me. I'm interested.
Which one do I get? Yay! This canine, like, creature just kind of lifts his nose to the air and takes a great big sniff.
Okay, and it's enough that you can all identify the scent of cherry blossoms.
It's hard for me over the smell of that bacon being cooked in the back room for me to really separate myself from bacon and any other smell on the planet right now.
But yes, the scent of cherry blossoms carries heavily on the wind, and then all of a sudden, like, several, like, petals from one of the cherry trees, which you know there are some in the area, but they're very rare, just come blowing in a cluster. And just kind of, they settle down on one of the nearby tables in a clump.
Garret,
Uh,
oh, go ahead.
Didn't realize there was going to be a rose parade here today.
is there anyone at the door?
The man that came in, he didn't even notice. He just walks in, closes the door behind him, and then heads in to go get a drink.
That for dramatic effect, or like if he's like kind of swivels around in his chair, like kind of wary this guy is. Like, was that for dramatic effect or what?
What are you on about? Just kind of gives you a funny look and then continues walking towards the bar.
So wait, they all kind of landed on this one table, right?
Yeah, it's an empty table across the room.
Lucian kind of gets up and slowly kind of goes to investigate, kind of ready to draw his sword if something happens, but it's still sheathed.
Alright. So you walk over to this table with this pile of cherry blossoms on it. And when you get closer, you notice that they've kind of resolved themselves into a squarish, like, pattern. And very flat, like almost like a piece of paper, but made of cherry blossoms. And once you get close enough, you can see that there's actually, like, writing on the cherry blossoms as if they were a piece of paper just laid out.
So can he read it? He'll pick up the paper and he'll try to. Well, like, can he pick it up?
Yeah, you can pick it up. It doesn't seem to fall apart. You kind of gingerly pick it up, and it seems to be like paper almost, except for just very soft.
Okay.
And you can actually
what's it
read
say?
it. I had to look to see if you could read it. You can, in fact, read it. The words on the paper are written in Infernal.
Hey.
Which you know to be
That's
the language of devils, specifically.
Oh, yeah. So already he's all it's like a little cautious of this.
Yeah, devils are known to... They're something that can be trusted and used, but, like, they can be used, they can't be trusted. Always expect them to double-cross you, or to work in an exception into a contract. But the paper reads simply that, It's a simple, like, it looks like something you would find on the quest board, and it just says, looking for mercenaries to enter the Ashwell. More information will be found within, where my attendant awaits thee.
Attendant.
Pay will be with my attendant as well.
Now, does it mean like inside the Ashwell?
Inside the keep, yes.
I don't trust this. He doesn't trust this. Kind of like looks around. He's a bit unsure himself.
Lilith walks up behind him. Lucian, are you a little unsure of yourself again?
Is infernal.
And like he holds up the paper. It's like, don't say trust things that write in it infernal. They usually double cross you in the end. The reason
they
I'm not
do.
Lilith, you recognize, now that you see the paper, you recognize the handwriting slightly from previous quests that you've done, and it clicks in your head why you recognize the smell from before. Most of the cherry blossom or the cherry trees in the area are around the ruined shrine.
Aha. Ah, this is very familiar. I think I know where this came from. Former customer, in fact.
Wait, you've had deals with you've made deals with devils in the past?
They can be awfully good business.
I just think how Lucian
They
would
pay well.
not that they pay well, it's just that
Wait, no, never mind. Actually, no, never mind. Just like he just likes demons, not devils.
Yes, demons are the chaotic, like, break everything, destroy the world.
Yeah. I sometimes get the two mixed up. Yeah.
Mhm.
He's still a little, yeah.
It's good to be wary of devils,
Yeah, exactly.
but they have been allies in the past.
You shouldn't be quite so
Right.
distrustful. They have no great love of the old gods any more than you do.
I mean we may agree there, but well there are other things that they do that I'm not very wary of. I don't really like that much.
Then don't ask.
It's just that devils tend to cross you in the end.
If you leave them a loophole,
Kakkaaz would have heard the word devil a few times, probably.
Hmm.
Look, I've gone into the Ashwell with you a few times before, and well, I distrust you less than the others. So if you if you think that it's worth looking in on, then by all means. We might need a few more to bring along with us.
Into the Ashwell, you say?
And with surprising stealth, this large gnoll is now standing quite close as it says this.
Yes.
well, hello, tall, dark, and toothy.
I think he's talking to you as I kind of nudge Kakkaaz in the leg with my elbow.
As you're eating bacon.
Yes. Then he looks back down to the little man and says, "Remember when I said that I would only know it when I saw it? This is what I meant."
Oh, it's great. You didn't even have to wait that long.
You looks back over and says, if you plan on entering the Ashwell, if you would have me, I would gladly go.
Yeah, I've been down there before. I've been in the Ashwell. If you guys need assistance, I can help out.
I don't think I've met either of you, especially not you. And he kind of like scans like the large hole up and down a bit.
Kakkaaz Dreadwmaw, and no, we have not met. He eyes this paladin up and down.
Yes, you eye the suit of Blacklight now.
Yes.
Yes, and I'm hold on a second. He looks super disheveled. He turns around, starts counting his fingers, and turns back around. Garret Wandermind. Yes. Devotee of the arcane arts at your service. And he bows gracefully.
Oh, I see. And what of you then? What do you devote yourself to?
My master.
Your master.
And the hunt.
I think I need a bit more to go off of than your master.
Lucian
Give me
lean.
an insight check, Lucian.
Garret.
I wrote his name down somewhere here.
Pretty good.
You can kind of, like, just from looking at this being and the look in their eyes, you can tell that they are a seasoned killer.
He's talking about me again. I have that look. I don't intend it that way.
You say you will have to tell me more about what masters you serve.
My
Kinda has,
master,
like, a hand.
Varannial.
There's a hand placed on the sword. Wait, okay, Varannial. Do I know what that is?
You don't know the name, but you definitely know the sound of it, which is definitely infernal. Which would mean that this being is a warlock.
Nothing related to old gods, is it?
Nope. When they say the name, like all of you that are standing there, when he says the name Varanniel, there's just this cold spike in the air for a few seconds.
Brr. You don't feel that?
Oh, I
Yes.
felt it.
It's a familiar feel.
I felt, and he slowly takes his hand off his sword and says, "Come along for now, but keep my eye on you."
I mean, it's kind of hard not to. I mean, Christ, takes up half the room.
And with that, before you guys head to the Ashwell, we go into the vending phase. Now, most of you are familiar with how this works. You've all done it before. But there is one new shop today. Just recently opened.
Ooh.
So yes, as always, you each get 2 stops. One from you can do any number from the top row, 2 of them, or 1 from the bottom row and 1 from the top row. You can only go to the bottom row ones once. You can never go to 2 of them in the same session.
You can go to the bottom row once and then the top row once?
Yeah, you
Or
can
you
go
can
to
go-
any of them. You go to 2 locations, but you can only go to one of the bottom row ones ever in a single session. because they're outside of town, so it actually takes some time to go to them.
So I think I'd like to go first, if that's okay.
Hey, if you're ready to go, let's go.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So first off, I kind of need to stop by the guild hall because there's a lot of shit that I left there last time that check up on.
Yes, and the Morningstar Guild is now visible for all of you in the vendor list in your handouts. Although still, as it is, it's there, but only members can still go. So what do you need to do with the Morningstar Guild?
Well, I kind of need to check on a few things. Mostly what's it called? Hold on. Mount render.
The Mount Render has actually been set up in a display case in the front room.
Oh, really?
Yep.
All right. I don't suppose they have any. Actually, no, they don't. Because my equipment is shut to hell right now.
Yeah, you would know that that's been done because we'll deal with that in a side session, so you would know what's happening with the Mount Render by now.
Okay.
So if you want to actually go to the blacksmith or something else like that.
Okay. Yeah, because I was hoping to. Okay, yeah. Never mind. Can we just say that didn't happen? And
That's fine.
yeah. Okay, so yeah, I need to go to the blacksmith for repairs.
Okay. Well, any item repair is 25% of the base cost of the item. So I doubt you'll probably be able to afford getting your armor repaired currently. Because plate mail is really expensive.
That sucks.
But you can get your mace repaired.
Okay. So I'll get my. How much does it cost to repair the mace?
A Morningstar is 15 gold, so if it costs 25% of that. It costs 4 gold to get it repaired.
Oh no, 4 gold. Yeah, I'll repair it.
Alright, so
And,
your Morningstar is now repaired.
And how much to repair? I'm just curious.
To get a suit of plate mail repair, let's see. Full plate is 1,500 gold.
So let's see, 25%.
375 gold to get it repaired.
Can I try to haggle with him to make it a bit lower? Like, hey, I've braved the Ashwell many times. I've brought you. I mean, chances are you've seen quite a bit of economic flourishment since I went in. And I can't afford to go in without being protected.
Go ahead and give me a persuasion roll.
Sure.
You're one of many mercenaries that go in there, and he gets this like pretty often. The whole I'm helping to save you from the monsters, and he's like, business is business, basically. The old man that runs this place isn't having it.
The what?
The older blacksmith that runs this place isn't having it. He's not buying what you're shoveling.
You and 50 other people.
Yes, the blacksmith that runs the place is actually an old hobgoblin named Ryftlord Ironbones. And they also have an apprentice that works there with them called Fatima Landlock. It's a female orc. But Ryftlord is not having it.
Because he's a what does that set my current armor class to?
Just it's a -1 modifier, so I think it's already been applied.
This year I have 19 armor class.
Yep, because normally with the shield it would be 20.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, it's 18 for plate plus 2 for the shield. But right now your plate is only 17.
Right. Okay. that case,
Yeah, protection is still good. Quit your belly aching.
don't know where to go for my next stop. But I guess I'll go to the. Go to the job board. Fucking a job to make some more money.
1 sec. You paid 4 gold to the blacksmith.
Oh yeah, I already put that down.
Yep, I was just marking it on the sheet because I keep track of all their money. Alright, so the next where's the next place you wanted to go?
The job board. See about making a bit of extra gold on the side to repair myself.
Ah, at the Leaky Bitch, right. So you head to the Leaky Bitch and look at the job boards, and there's a handful of, like, random quests up there. The only couple that catch your eye is one of them is just a generic, like, hunt quest. And it's for, just brain fart. Basically, it's for any kind of, like, canine. Like wolves, coyotes, things of that sort. If you can bring in teeth, they're buying them.
Oh really? How many per? What is it? Tooth?
Every 2 teeth is 1 gold coin.
Okay.
What kind of teeth were that? I missed that.
Canine teeth.
Oh, regular canine teeth or a specific creature.
Teeth of canines.
Gotcha.
Could be any kind of
Weird.
canine. A wolf, a dog.
Garret kind of looks at the knoll.
Yeah, pretty much.
Do you want to
Lucian's just-
try?
Lucian's just gonna be like scouring, like whenever the knoll gets hit, he's just gonna be like looking around on the floor to see if like any teeth were knocked out.
Face to the face.
Alright, so that's your 2 things, unless you want to look at the other job.
Sure, I'll take a look at it. I mean,
The
no
other job
harm.
was basically a simple one of somebody looking for, replacement tools. This smith apprentice has lost their tools recently, and they're looking for replacements. On a budget.
Gotcha. Okay.
Alright, that's pretty much it. The rest of them were more like, or escort this caravan to this town, or things like that.
Yeah,
Stuff that would require you to
stuff.
actually leave.
I don't want to leave.
Alright, so does anybody else know what they want to do with their vendor time now?
Yeah, I can go real quick. Mine's pretty quick.
Okay.
All right. Garen would go back to the Leaky Bitch, and he has 2 bottles of wine he picked up from the last adventure, his last delve into Ashwell, and he would see if either someone at the general store or at the tavern are interested in purchasing it.
Keep them.
Excellent. So you want to sell some bottles of wine. Does it say what quality of wine they are?
I honestly don't remember. I think I don't want to speculate. I feel like we each had 1 fine bottle of wine and 1 regular bottle of wine.
That sounds accurate, actually.
If we have to go visit the person we're visiting, we want to keep those.
We're gonna need bottles of wine to talk to a devil or a demon.
Yeah, we need to make an offering.
All right, let me just find out how much they're worth then first.
Yeah.
Well, a common bottle of wine is worth 5 silver. And the fine wine is worth 7 gold.
Uh, 5 silver. You said the other one was?
5 silver and 7 gold. Are you actually gonna sell them?
No, I'll hang on to them then if we're gonna need them for an offering. And then Garret would make his way over to the what is it? Order of Magistrix.
The Order of Magistrix.
Order of Magic, and just see what kind of arcane goods they have. If they have any potions, just looking for a healing potion at this point.
Well, let's see. In the vendors, you can scroll down to Ordo Magistrix. They currently have a potion of diminution for sale.
Where am I looking at that?
Scroll of Firebolt, a scroll of Detect Poison and Disease.
Oh, under the vendors. Okay, good. All right, I'm looking right now. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Yeah, they don't have a whole lot of that kind of stuff. If you want potions of healing, you're more likely to want to go to either the... I think the Caravan has some currently. Caravan has one. The Temple of Hestia has...
What do they usually
3.
run?
3.
At the Caravan.
At the Caravan, I think it's 60 gold.
All right, yeah, that's what I got.
Temple of Hestia is like 55 gold.
You can also go to the Rundown Shrine where they sell quite a bit of stuff, potions-wise.
Wherever I can get the cheapest healing potion.
The Rundown Shrine, but you have to give up some kind of spirits. To buy from the Rundown Shrine, you have to make an offering of spirits.
Okay, I'll just give them the cheap bottle of wine then.
Okay, so you give her the cheap bottle of wine, and then you want to buy a potion of healing, it's 48 gold there.
Okay, that'll be perfect.
Thank you very much.
Alright, let me mark that down.
Yeah, the demon that runs the rundown shrine, she's got a bit of a habit.
Alright.
Just a bit of a lush.
When you're done with that, then I know what I'm doing.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm complete. I'm done.
Okay. Yeah, well, I know that the I don't really have the gold to spend on much of anything. I don't really need anything right now, so I'm gonna first look at both the job board and the assassin's contracts.
You can't look at the assassin's contracts because you are not an assassin with League. With the guild,
Which
rather.
one? Where were the hunt contract? Wait, where?
Yeah, those are at the guild hall,
Okay.
which means you have to be a member. But you can go look at the job board again. Same jobs that Lucian saw. So there's the canine teeth and the other.
All right. If the canine teeth one is still available, he'll take it.
It's an open job. Anybody can do it.
Okay. Then that's what he's doing.
And if you want to like mark that down somewhere in your notes that you can collect canine teeth, and or if you find tools that are worth some money, there you go.
Okay.
Now, don't forget, your character, if you're low on money, there is a way to make money, and you are that kind of person.
You might have to refresh my memory.
You can rob any location, and that doesn't necessarily mean you use sleight of hand or stealth. You're a big, scary guy.
This is true.
Or you could just go scoop some money up out of the wishing well.
Who's gonna stop me?
I mean, why are these people throwing all this money in this well anyway?
Can he even fit
Yes,
down
why
it?
are these people throwing this money in this well? Charity, come on. So yeah, just like fishing around in the wishing well, just like look at all these shinies people are just giving away.
I'm just now imagining like a dog getting stuck in a well. And just like the entire town coming to fish it out, and suddenly they realize it's a knoll.
Yeah,
Lassie got stuck in the well.
that ain't Lassie.
The big
Alright.
girl.
Since you're not making any attempt to try and hide that you're doing this, just give me an athletics check.
Alright. Where are you? There you are. He doesn't understand these strange city folk.
Alright, you manage to fish out 6 gold coins. Before
Cool.
somebody comes like a city guard kind of like, what are you doing over there? And you kind of, oh shit, and duck out.
Yes. And then at some point later, he kind of shakes out his fur on everybody in the surrounding area.
Yeah.
Alright. And is that everybody or no? Lilith still has stuff to do.
Okay, so Lilith is going to first stop in at the Magistrix
Okay.
and is going to buy the scroll of Firebolt.
Okie doke. So the scroll of Firebolt is 35 gold.
How much was that scroll? A fireball, you said?
35 gold, it's Firebolt, yeah.
Oh, for firebolt. Okay.
Yeah, one of the things in Ashwell that it's come up before, but I don't think it's been used, is anybody can cast spells from the scroll. Even if you're not a spellcaster, spellcasters just do it better.
I think it's been mentioned before. I don't think anybody's actually done it.
Well, Lilith has done it,
That's right.
which is why she's
But then
keen
again,
on
she's
the
also
idea.
a spellcaster.
Yes.
Alright, is that it? That's all you're doing there?
No. Next, she's going to go over to the murder caravan.
Okay.
And she's going to go up to her Kenku friends and communicate. Basically, right? I have a feeling that my friend, the late friend Grithrit, might have come to you with a suggestion. Carry something. And she holds out the rod of branding. See if they've
Yes.
got any.
When you pull it out, the Kenku gives an immediate reaction. He just kind of points you towards the smuggler of the group.
And she walks over.
Ah!
Try to make a deal here.
What are you trying to do with it?
Strange.
Are you trying to get it smuggled out of town as well and get some money for it?
Yep.
Alright, so, Alright, well, they already had it set up, they had it set up to get smuggled out of town for Garret previously. So they say that they can take it off your hands now and they can secure it away where it's safe and in a place where it won't set everything on fire.
Very good.
And they'll contact a buyer and they'll have money for you the next time you stop by.
Excellent.
So go ahead and
Search
note that down
trash,
for me,
flat
that you've basically got this thing in the process of being bought.
Exactly.
You're smuggling magical contraband. And I think that makes sense done with vendoring for everybody.
Yep.
Alright then. Well, with that done, everybody gets back together as a group. Nobody sadly stopped at the Empirical Emporium, but that'll be good for next time. And the group heads to the dungeon.
Upon entering the dungeon, Garret would like to cast Mage Armor.
Okay, good plan. Yes, as always, when you guys enter the dungeon, the doors creak and slam themselves shut behind you, and the mist is still kind of clinging into the entrance of this thing. And for those that are on the return trip in the most recent couple of sessions, this room is unchanged. which I believe is just Lilith at this point.
Yep. Torchcoon, light my way.
You're going to spend a point of adventuring gear to bring out Torchcoon?
Yep. She could just whistle for a while instead of playing her violin. Or hum a handy tune.
Lilith lights up a torch, which illuminates the area quite a lot better than it was previously, and you all kind of adjust to the light for a second and see this new setup to the room for the new returning members, and for Kakkaaz, it's your first time in the Ashwell.
Yes.
The whole time you're in this place, the minute you enter, you feel that, like, these chills, like, impending danger.
Ah, this is a nice surprise. For once, the look of Ashwell is the same before our eyes.
This be an open foyer. I recall.
Yes, but how long ago was that?
How long in game was that?
It's been, since the last time Lucian delved in here, it's been several weeks, at least.
2 weeks. Trying to work on the last thing we picked up from here.
So what did you guys do the last time you came down?
Oh, we stumbled into a room full of mirrors.
Hmm.
And all
Last
we could see were we.
you can see, we ran into a few jellies, a few slimes, and he kind of indicates like there's a few patches. Like he's probably tried to like patch it up on his own for now. It's not good, but it's enough. But like it's not enough to give him that +1 AC, but it's enough for him. As you can see, we were attacked by some slimes.
I might be able to help you with that. Your armor looks like it's in a bit of state of disrepair.
You could say that, yes.
Would you mind if I take a look at it? A little
Are
closer?
are you asking me to take it off?
No. You don't have to take it off. Just let me look closer.
And he's kind of stops and like looks. He's like,
Okay.
I would like to take a close look at Lucian. Is it Lucian, correct?
yes.
Garrett's going to take a real close look at Lucian's armor and decide whether his mending spell can actually help assist repair his armor.
The mending spell cannot actually fix the armor to the point where it would actually repair the armor class, but it could make it less obvious that it's damaged. Like, it would just basically make it look more intact, while it's still like internally damaged in the structure. Because the mending spell is meant to like repair small objects and things. It can't repair complex, multi-layered plate armor.
Not questioning that, but I'm just a little confused about what it does, though.
Kakkaaz is pacing around.
Yes, quite
Yeah,
impatiently.
it's a little bit beyond. It's a little bit beyond what I'm able to help to fix.
I didn't think so. It's very complex. Plate armor is very complex.
If you had a specific piece or something that was broken, I might be able to fix that. But the armor as a whole, it's going to be really hard for me to. I don't think I have the ability to do that to fix
Yeah,
it.
like say if like a strap were cut, you could fix the strap. Things like
No,
that.
but thanks anyways.
Question: can this bit of light down here be seen from here?
It does seem that there's a small amount of light creeping in through an ajar door.
Yep. It's a line of sight. A little bit of light.
Recall that here last time either.
Yeah, you guys haven't seen the upper floor previously. Just Lilith has.
Does anybody know where we're actually specifically heading?
The note simply said to meet them here in the castle.
Hmm.
Right now, I'm going to say I'm assuming they want us to follow the light.
The castle often lets us find what we seek, or at least what it wants us to see.
Can you hear anything beyond the door?
Actually, give me a perception check.
Yes.
All of us?
If you want to actively try to listen, yes. If not, then just Kakkaaz.
It's my best roll ever.
Will never be heard from again.
What?
So what does Lucian hear?
You listen.
Oh,
Oof. So Lucian's the only one that's hearing anything right now.
Lilith is stuck picking earwax out of her ear.
You hear the slight sound of stone, like small stones being shifted. Not like loud, just that kind of like of them being scattered as if they're being pushed by something. And they're just kind of rolling over each other.
you guys hear that?
Here,
They very much do
fortunately,
not.
all I do is my ears are ringing.
There's stones. They're being stones shifting. You don't hear it? Coming from the other side.
Yeah, these are very interesting sconces.
Are you gonna push the door open?
Kakkaaz will push the door open.
Okay, what's that? The door slides open, and much like the usual chambers that you're used to seeing many other times, the plain stone walls and floors, but up ahead there's illumination coming from a large red archway that almost scrapes the ceiling. And there's a line of paper lanterns hanging from the archway, giving off a dim illumination.
Along. Motions towards the other two. Get moving.
And as you step into the room more fully, you can see that there's a lip where the stone floor suddenly stops, and there's a slight drop downward, so you can't see what's below as far as the floor goes. But you can see a figure, sort of a figure, just a very wispy cloud in the shape of a man, with a rake in his hand, just slowly pushing it around in front of him, and that's where you can hear the stones clattering around in front of him.
Does that look like a devil?
No. It looks like if anything, it looks like a spirit.
Hmm. It's very peculiar.
Maybe it's friendly.
Would Garrett would he recognize it as a spirit, as in like a um diminutive spirit, or of an arcane sorts, like an unseen servant kind of thing?
Go
Like a
ahead and roll me
summon.
an Arcana check. You can tell that this is a spirit in the ghostly format, which are quite common, but not necessarily in this region. But it does not seem to be a ghast or a ghost or a specter, any of the more common, like, violent undead. It seems to just be a spirit of a man.
He seems to be just a spirit of a man, not necessarily anything dangerous, but still be cautious as we approach.
There, I'll pop up the picture a little bit bigger.
Okay.
It's very translucent and kind of bluish, but with close inspection, the light kind of passes through him, but you can kind of tell that from the look of him, this man has the trappings of a hobgoblin shrine keeper.
Lucian will draw his sword just in preparation if anything goes wrong, and take a few cautious steps forward. Oop, I accidentally grabbed Torchbearer. Cautious steps forward. He'll look back at the others before calling out. You say, "Hail, friendly."
Friend or foe? As
that
you
what you
kind of
said?
call out, the spirit kind of shifts and turns to look towards you. Well, and kind of stops raking with this pole that they were holding. And you can now see kind of at the angle you're at. The floor doesn't drop too far down. It was just enough that you couldn't see from the other side of the hallway. You can kind of see that there's like a straw mat across the floor here. And there's some kind of little like rock garden, which you know them to be kind of common in the hobgoblin territories as a hobby for people to keep them. And there's also a bamboo tree growing up out of it. And he seems to have been pushing the stones around because you can see like the very delicate like patterns in the stones that the rake has created.
I'll try. So he's just looking at us.
It turns and looks at you for a moment and kind of takes in the sight of all of you before it opens its mouth and starts to try to speak, but there's no sound at first. And then it, like, you see the motion of it, like, clearing its throat, and you finally do hear that. Sorry, my friends, I've not spoken to the living in some time.
I suppose. Are you the one who sent out that letter?
No, that was the lady who now oversees the shrine. I am but a servant, bound in death.
I hope you'll mind us disturbing your rest. If you could give us information for our quest.
Yes, I was sent here to await your arrival. Lucky it is that it is this day, and the room has decided to be in this place. It has moved many times. Come forth. I have many things for you. He kind of sets the rake down across the rock carefully. You notice that, of course, he's not touching the floor. He's kind of hovering over it a few feet.
Real quick question, Axel.
Mhm.
I have a quest to collect ectoplasm. Do I have to kill the ghost for the ectoplasm, or can I just like put a few jars underneath it and be like,
Ectoplasm is spiritual residue. You might be able to bargain with any spirit to get it.
okay,
Could you just drool on this for me?
Yeah, just pee in a few jars for me. I need it.
God damn.
Can I jack you off in this jar?
Wow.
I need it for my church.
Wait, what?
well, yeah, that's where he got the quest from. His church wants him to get 3 jars of ectoplasm.
Oh, I thought you wanted the jar of semen. I was like, that's what your church wanted? I'm like, okay.
Well, if anybody wants to roll religion, they can to try and kind of just... This is all very familiar. To a
Yeah.
degree.
Garret doesn't want anything to do with this.
Garrett's enthralled with the garden. He's like looking at the garden, not stepping on it, not getting too close, but like examining the garden.
Yeah, it just looks like regular, like, very smooth white stone.
Like at one of those Zen gardens at its Shaolin temple.
Lilith, you know that hobgoblins in particular are very spiritual, but all goblinoids are spiritual, not religious in the more typical sense. They don't worship gods, they worship ancestor and nature spirits and spirits of objects and things.
Gotcha.
So spirits are very common and very much a regular part of their society to some degree. Like shamanism and tribal religions like that are very common. But specifically among the hobgoblins, it's more or less the state, like, indoctrinated, like, religion of them is this spiritualism where ancestral spirits are the guides of the next generation into the future, and their government is actually run by a council of ghosts.
Very, very interesting. I don't know because I've never met a spectral form before. I'm Garret. Are we supposed to ask? Is there like a method of welcoming each other and saying hello as a spirit? Do you even have a name?
I had a name. It's been... I don't remember it anymore.
Would you like a name? I mean, we could give you a name if it pleases you.
It's really okay. In a few minutes, Garret would forget the name himself.
Who's Garret?
Exactly.
As Kakkaaz just kind of gives a snort.
The ghost kind of turns and points to the bag in the corner, but you now notice there's this like backpack propped up in the corner.
Your name is Backpack.
I think he's indicating that we have to pick that up.
The Lady of the Shrine offers these for your quest this day.
Oh.
What's in
There's
it?
a
So much
chamber
sense.
further into this portion of the keep, and there is several ritualistic markings upon the floor. There will be books there that tell you how to perform the ritual to get to a hidden chamber. There, you will take the vial that is contained within the bag, place it into the object you find in the hidden chamber, and activate it. Then return with the vial once the process has completed. That is all she asks.
So we're to return the vial to you then.
No. I will leave this place once I have completed this task. The lady awaits you at the shrine.
Very well, then, before you go, I have a favor to ask of you.
What would you ask, son of the star?
Pulls out the jars, and he says, "This is a bit, unusual, but my church has asked that I retrieve some ectoplasm. I don't know how, it's a bit awkward, but I'm just trying to do my Lord's doing. My Lord's bidding."
Awkward.
I see. The fellow
I've heard of
servant.
I've heard of a church passing the collection plate, but this is ridiculous.
I can acquiesce to your request. As a fellow servant, I understand the burden of service.
Thank you, I very much appreciate that, actually.
I only
Sure.
ask in return that you help my lady in the future further.
That's a lot for just some goo.
How do you,
But don't worry, I've already explained to them. She means well and pays well.
You are too kind.
so long as the lady, continues to work with us, we will continue to work with her. I have no problems against devils. Well, wary of them, but as long as she does not.
And with that, he'll
Wait.
fill up the jars. Like, he just kind of just swipes his arm through it, and it fills right up. Kind of gets on your hands and stuff, too, because he passes right through.
Oh man, you got
Ugh.
backpack goo on your fingers.
He like wipes it off on Garrett's cloak and like puts it
Oh,
back
hey!
in.
Ah, get off!
Thank you. Step back.
And he kind of picks up the rake again and kind of brushes the last bit of the stones into the pattern before he fades away. And the rake just drops back onto the stone with a clatter.
I'd say that seemed to be a jarring experience for you, Lucian.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Ugh. Just like actual grunt of pain from Lucian.
That pun physically hurt him.
Take 1d4 pun damage.
Alright.
Roll it.
Who's checking the bag?
Here, didn't he ask you to check the bag? Oh, never mind.
Well, it's like, I got this.
Yeah.
So if you pick up this simple bag, and contained within is in a very secured case. When you kind of pop it open, there's a single vial of blood.
Oh, goody, my favorite.
And the
Vials of
contents
blood.
aren't liquidish, it's like flakes of blood, which I don't think you were in the first group, were you?
Yeah.
Episode 1? So yeah, you recognize this as the blood you guys scraped off the floor.
Uh-huh.
All right, so let me get this straight. We got a letter from a demon or a devil.
It was the devil.
So we got a letter from a devil. We just talked to a ghost. You put some goo in a jar, and they want us to put some blood in a container. Are we being set up here? Like, let's think about this.
Along with the vial of blood, there is also 200 gold coins.
Oh, that makes me feel better already.
Oh,
What was I saying? Oh,
Oh,
gold.
look, Lucian, you'll be able to pay Welvert back.
yeah, sure. That goblin is lucky I don't cut him down.
I'm a halfling. Just to be
Okay.
clear. Not.
I'm not talking about you.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't want to be cut either.
The only other thing that's in the bag are 4 towels.
Oh, good. That probably means we're going to get messy.
Hmm.
Or we have cleaning to do.
I said, messy.
All right. Well, should we move on?
The way forward there seems to be another stairwell descending at a sharp angle into the next chamber, where there's double doors waiting for you.
And Lilith will distribute the coinage.
Alright, so 50 for everyone.
Indeed.
Alright. So Kakkaaz, are you stepping forward to open the doors?
Yep. As he
There's a
grunts.
bit of resistance as you push on the doors, but as they finally do slide open with a sloshing sound.
Hmm.
Like I said, it's going to get messy.
What do you see, Kahuna?
And just as like you would expect with the sound you heard, the water rushes up to the bottom of the steps, and lo and behold, the entire room is flooded.
Going for a swim, I suppose.
How deep is the water?
You can't tell. The water's clear, like it's not clear, but it's clear enough that you can see the very distinct pattern of the tiles beneath, but it does look quite deep.
Does the water
Especially
appear
for
to
a
be
halfling.
still?
The water does seem to be slightly moving, like it's flowing into the room, so it's got that constant like ripple coming towards you at the door. Also, you just open the door, so there's ripples going out.
Yeah. But it's not like rushing by.
No, it's not. It's not running water.
Right, okay. Well, Kakkaaz is going to take a step forward.
Right? The first step, you instantly like sink up to your knees as you drop into the doorstep.
Oh man, and Kakkaaz is tall.
He's knee height?
His knee is probably up to your shoulder,
only-
if not your head.
Yeah, I'm only 2'11".
Yeah.
Like, we're probably gonna be waist deep, me and Lilith. Garrett's just gonna be swimming.
Are you gonna step in further?
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
he's
let
gonna-
them. I'm gonna let them go in for a second. I got an idea.
All right. As soon as you go past the doorway, you're swimming. You can't touch the bottom anymore.
Yeah, he's got.
You have enough passive athletics to be able to swim fine. You're just kind of slow.
He looks back. He says, "You likely won't be able to touch the bottom if I can't."
How tall are you?
He's tall.
He's over 7 feet tall.
He's 7'4".
Lucian just sighs and momentarily lifts up his helmet to pinch his temples, the temples of his nose.
Looks like you'll be getting wet again, Lucian.
That seems to be becoming a common factor of my runs.
Even for you guys, having been as veterans of the Ashwell keep, this is odd. You've never seen a chamber completely flooded to such a degree. Like, this water is at least 10 feet deep.
I do have an option if we're gonna be in this chamber. Let's just go. Let's see what happens.
Here's a question, Axel.
Mhm.
If I use an ice spell, like ice cantrips on the water, can I freeze the water?
You could
On
freeze
top?
very small chunks of it on the surface.
Right. Okay.
Like, you're not going to be able to build like a land bridge of ice.
Okay. It was worth asking.
Yeah, you could, like, if somebody was like needed a flotation device, you could go and create like a little 1-foot disc of ice. But that's about all you can do.
I want to guess Torchbearer is going out.
You could hold Torchbearer above the water.
Okay.
For now, at least. When you're kind of like doggy paddling in with one hand.
Yeah.
Just kind of holding the torch above.
Is that a lobster? He kind of like peers around the corner.
You look, and when you kind of enter in and you're looking around, you see that there is this upraised platform over here. It's about 3 feet up, and there's a massive statue sitting on it, on this thing.
Well, a rock lobster.
Does Garret look like he's nervous about getting in the water?
No, he's not nervous. He's just he's waiting to see what unfolds to make a decision with how he's going to handle this.
Okay.
So as of right now, Axel, I am on the stairs right before the water. The next step I'd be in water, correct?
The next step you'll be in water.
Okay. All right, I'm going to hang out right here for a moment.
Okay.
Lucian, check your message. I sent you a message.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, just in game.
Ooh. I see a body.
Oh.
Well, actually, because of the fact that that's on a raised platform, you wouldn't be able to see it, but you can smell the blood.
Uh-oh, I smell blood.
Supposed to find a book somewhere.
You see Kakkaaz kind of lift his head and just kind of sniff at the air towards
Other
the
than
platform.
that, the other thing that is distinct about this is salt water.
Oh, good. So we're more buoyant.
Like, the whole chamber smells of the sea.
Like, how high is this platform?
It's 3 feet off the water. Or coming up out of the water, so you have to, like, climb up onto it.
Alright. Are the sides of it just smooth, or is it like you could?
It's rock, so it's like the same as the walls and everything else in this place. So it's like cobblestone. So yeah, you could get some purchase.
Right.
You don't need climbing gear to get up it, but you kind of have to like actually physically climb it.
Alright. Well, Kakkaaz will attempt to climb up this thing.
Alright, I need an athletics check.
Alright.
Alright, so you start to get your claws dug in and climb up this thing, but you're kind of finding it difficult with the water weighing you down because it's soaked into your fur and stuff.
Yeah.
But you're making it up there, but it's just taking you a little longer than you would have hoped.
Alright, but I do make it up there, or do you need me need another roll?
You'll get up there next, just in a bit.
Okay.
Alright, Lilith, while he's doing this, you feel something brush up against the bottom of one of your legs.
That's why I didn't go in. I don't like that shit creepy under the water.
Oh, I believe we have some guests under the water.
Oh, really? He immediately just starts swimming back.
I'm sure they're not gelatins again, Lucian. That couldn't possibly happen to you more than once.
Don't like things being
She
underwater.
giggles.
All the same, I'm just going to play it safe.
Kakkaaz finally scrambles his way up onto this thing, and there, lo and behold, you find that there is an orcish body laying here headless
Yes.
on this altar. And now that you're kind of looking up at this thing, it's like a 15-foot high giant crab monster statue.
Right. Well, just to make things easier for everybody else, I'm going to use a point of adventuring gear and like stake a rope to the side and throw it down. Like try and tie off a rope to something up here. Is there anything it could potentially tie it off to, or am I just gonna have to wedge it between bits of cobblestone?
You could tie it to the leg of the statue.
Mr. Crab!
He's
Gonna
going
get
to.
now, Mr. Krabs.
Alright, so you loop it around the statue's leg and tie it off and drag it over the side into the water.
Yep, and then he's going to examine the body.
Alright.
Lilith will pull
Can I
herself
tell
up
what
with the
killed
rope.
what killed this person?
Their head was removed from their body, painfully. From the looks of the wounds, it almost looks like something applied pressure from both sides and pinched the man's head off.
Awesome.
It might have something to do with those giant statue claws.
Do the claws of the statue look like they have anything on them?
Nope.
Huh. Alright.
Did you want to check from Lilith to climb up the rope?
Nope, you can shimmy right up a rope.
And now I'm going to loot the body.
Now you check the body for any loot. Okay.
They don't need it anymore.
You don't find anything on this body except for its clothes.
Make a hat.
It doesn't have a hat, there's no head.
Yeah, but you could. No, it was a stupid joke.
Can I take its fingers?
Yes.
Then I will. Fingers are tasty and portable.
Finger
Little,
food.
little snack on the road.
A little finger
Yep.
food. Yes, I went there.
As you see, take this corpse's fingers off one by one, just kind of.
While Lucian is over here, he's gonna make a perception check to see if he can spot whatever it was that brushed against Lilith's leg.
You don't see anything. Like, the water's still constantly rippling, and you can hear the sound of water, like, running somewhere else in the chamber, but you can't see it. Like it's being poured in from somewhere else in the room.
Oh, wait, what is it? Hold. Find sense.
Divine sense. Alright, one sec. What's the area of effect on that?
Yeah, I'm looking it up real quick because I forgot myself. The presence of strong evil registers on your senses like a noxious odor, and powerful good, like heavenly music and action. You can open up your awareness to detect such forces. Till the end of your next turn, you know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet of you that is not behind total cover. You know the type, so the celestial fiend or undead, or of any being presence you sense, but not its identity.
Alright, so you don't sense any celestials, fiends, or undead, but you do register evil from the giant statue.
Yeah, and he's just gonna call it to him. I'd keep away from that thing if I were you.
It's not Mr. Krabs, it's Plankton in his head.
I sense great evil coming from it. Whatever it is, keep away from it.
Well, there doesn't seem to be anything else up here. So is it just the statue?
Did you guys investigate the statue at all?
It seems to just be a statue made of a very porous rock.
Well, shall we make our way across?
Very well.
How high is the chamber in here?
The ceiling is like 15 to 20 feet up. from the water level. And the statue kind of brushes right up against the ceiling.
Yeah. Kakkaaz is going to take his rope back and reuse it. Or if they need it again. There's no need just leaving it there.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Confucian. Would you be interested if I cast a spell and grew you larger? Would you mind me piggybacking on the way across the water?
You really want to use up a spell like that?
Is there movement, Axel, out of character? Is there movement restrictions going through this deep water?
Yes. It is difficult terrain for all of you
if
because
he
you
was
don't
a
have
large,
the ability to
if he was a
move in
large
water.
creature and then 15 feet tall, would he have a problem traveling through the water?
It would double his size, so he'd be large, so he would be able to touch the bottom, but he would still be like shoulder deep in it.
Even at
Damn.
even at 15 feet tall? I thought you said it was about 10 feet deep.
I don't know if that makes him that tall. Well, I guess, yeah. So he would be able to be out of it quite a bit, yeah.
Lucian, what's your height? Because it doubles basically.
I don't think I ever. Hold on.
It should be on your character sheet in the bio page.
Yeah, 6'1". So he'd be 12 too.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So you'd be like 2 feet above. Yeah, it'd be like chest probably. Shit.
Yeah, like mid-chest.
You would have to ride on his head.
Or his shoulder.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
I'm only 40
basically.
pounds. I'm only 40 pounds. I'm only 2'11".
I mean, it won't really. I mean, the weight won't affect it much, but yeah,
Well, no, because it increases your size too,
yeah.
or its strength too. You get double on strength checks, and you also get damage bonus. I just don't know. Okay, that's fine. Well, I'll swim across. That's no big deal.
Yeah, we'll start swimming. It's like, save it for if we run into anything, because I'm pretty sure there's something in there.
All right, sounds like a good idea.
All right.
He always thinks there's.
Yeah, Kakkaaz jumps back into the water.
Okay.
Now smells like sea and wet knoll.
Mm-hmm. Lilith's gonna stay up there for a minute? Okay, no, she jumps down too. So you kind of like slide in down the wall so that you don't put out your torch.
Yeah. Little 3-point entry, what we call it.
Alright. As you guys are all doing that. Where is it? Oh, there it is, right with you. That makes sense. Let's stop moving for a second.
Kaz is also going to be actively looking for those things that they said were in the water.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out that space bar thing. I'm not really moving. I'm just trying to get a hold of this handle of this the space. So when you move, you hit the space bar before you move, then click your token.
You pick up the token, tap the spacebar, move to where you're going, tap the spacebar again, release.
Did I do that right?
Nope. Basically, how you'll know it's going to work is pick up your token. Just don't drop it or anything. Pick it up, drag it somewhere, then tap the spacebar, and you'll see a yellow line going from where you are to where you're currently at. Like where you were to where you were.
Yeah. I was tapping it too early.
Alright, let's see.
All right, I got it now. Thank you.
Does a 14 hit you, Lilith?
Yes.
Da, 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 da.
7 piercing damage as a reef shark latches onto you.
One.
Oh, there's a biting experience.
Oh.
And does well, I don't even need to ask. A 23 hits Garret.
Yeah.
As another one pops up behind you guys. And attacks Gareth for 8 piercing damage.
Some bit me! Some bit me!
I told you!
And then there's a bunch of, like, 3 spots in the water where the water starts to, like, bubble as something surfaces up out of it.
That is not a shark.
And as these 3 creatures come rising to the surface, they all, like, start speaking in this gurgly, bubbly language. Do any of you speak deep speech?
Nope.
I don't think anybody will.
No, just infernal.
Oh yeah, I speak Infernal too. Damn, I didn't even know that.
Yeah. We all speak Infernal.
So,
So
yes, you
think-
don't understand
what?
what they're saying, but there's definitely a connotation to it.
No, wait.
Some kind of violence. You've never seen these creatures before, as they come rising up out of the water with these, like, very hard, reddish-colored shells. They remind you of crabs a little bit, and they've got these large, pincer-like arms, and they're out of the bottom of the where their face, like, you can see their mandibles are, where their mouth is. There's like a horde of slimy tentacles just writhing about as they just speak.
I've seen
with
enough
that, it's
insight to know where
initiative
this is going.
Actually, yeah, it's initiative time.
Ouch.
Tough luck, man.
Oh wait, I can't actually have a 1. I'm a halfling. I get to reroll.
Yep. And of course,
And I-
those aren't set to hide their rolls. Why would
And
they?
I accidentally closed my character sheet like a dummy.
Rip.
Yes.
It's 22, 20. Yeah, you guys are going first.
If he re-rolled it, does it still go in the naughty dice bin?
No.
Okay, that's what I thought. I just wanted to check.
Oh man, I forgot about that.
So you guys go first.
All right.
I want to get the hell out of this water.
Don't go near that statue.
Don't go near the statue. Well, there's a shark right behind me.
Well,
Yeah, I'd say the statue is probably okay.
Well, no, he says it in character. It's like, don't go near it. It's dangerous. Basically.
Well, me being 2 foot tall and in 10 feet of water with sharks is probably more dangerous than a statue. Since I'm actually a pizza bite for one of them.
So what are we doing?
Depends who wants to do what.
All right. And if no one else is going, I'm gonna make for right here. I know I have to roll athletics to get up. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
I am very athletic.
Ooh, I guess I am.
So 18, yeah, you'll make it up there, but the shark gets to make an attack of opportunity. You should leave its threat range. Does a 17 hit you with mage armor?
Yes, it does.
Alright, it bites you for another 10. Alright. You're up there, though.
Yeah. So the act of climbing up that I use in my action.
No, it's part of your movement.
Okay. All right. Then that same shark, I'm gonna hit with an acid splash.
Okay. What is that, a dex save? Yeah, dex. Ten points of acid damage. The water around the shark sizzles and bubbles as the acid splashes into it.
Take that, you infernal shark! Bite me!
Alright. Who wants to do what next?
He did bite you.
I'm just having to look up my spell damage, such, and range.
You also have a shark right behind you.
Yes.
Okay, well, Lucian's gonna turn around. He's just gonna fucking smack this thing.
Go for it.
Kazkan has
Oh.
shark fin soup.
Seems that. Okay, so. I was just. So there's something off. Okay, so. First attack.
That'll hit.
Nice.
To smite or not to smite? Let's say the smite for the big guys.
Nice.
How's it looking?
Beat up.
Let's smack it again.
Okay. Hits.
Whoops. I don't know why I rolled several times.
It's a floater now.
Big old X.
Floater.
The shark gets splashed, and then you turn around and just bonk it twice with your morning star, and it kind of turns up, belly up, and floats in the water
Nice.
as the water fills with blood.
Nice. I took care of it. Just come back here and I'll heal you.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good right here.
I literally got less than 10 health, or 10 health.
Kakkaaz is gonna go make some shark fin soup of his own. I'm gonna move up here.
Alright.
Okay.
Alright. I can still technically use poison spray on this thing in the water, right?
Yes, especially because your poison spray isn't really poison spray.
Yes.
It's that stinky no musk.
No, it's not that either.
Just farts into the water.
You need to make a con save against that.
Howie, 18 poison damage. Well, cold damage.
Yes.
Yes. So Kakkaaz, shoots this gust of, icy cold water into the... icy cold air into the water, and it freezes all over the shark's body, causing spikes of, frost and rime to grow up over it.
It's just not the poison spray you know.
Alright?
And I don't think I have any extra attacks, so that's it for me.
No, but if you do reduce a creature to 0, I think you can use your bonus action to bite something.
Yeah, that's if I reduce a creature to 0 hit points with a melee attack, then I can move up to half my speed and make a bite attack.
Yep. Remember your monstrous claws.
Yep.
Alright, Lilith.
Well, seeing that, Lilith is just going to unleash some vicious mockery on the shark in front of her.
On the shark. Alright. Derp. The shark is mocked sufficiently to die.
You tell that shark who's boss.
Can't
Kill
stand a
them.
little bit of cold water.
Oh, I don't need the shark stats anymore.
Call yourself a cold-blooded creature.
They had a good nibble of the halfling, and then they died.
Yep, they got a nibble on the halfling and the bard, and then belly up.
Now we just have to deal with the scary crab creatures.
Yep, which it's now their turn. This first one isn't even going to bother moving, it's just going to start attacking Lucian. With its pincers. But a 16 isn't going to hit you. And neither is that. So it swings its pinchers around at you a couple of times, but the first one you kind of deflect it away with your Morning Star, and the second time you bring up your shield to defend yourself. The creature's just kind of hissing at you in its weird verbal speak.
Gone, thought!
Lucian has wet his pants again.
And then the next one approaches down here. And a 25 is definitely going to hit Kakkaaz. For 11 bludgeoning damage as the thing grabs him. Now remember, you are packed to the skin, so you take 3 less than that.
Yes, I'm already taking that into account.
And you're grappled. And then it goes for Lilith with its other pincher. And misses. Now that you're grappled, though, it's going to slobber on you with its tentacles. You need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Alright.
Alright, you passed.
Whew!
But you can feel it, like, these things go all over you with its tentacles, and, like, there's this slight, like, numbness to it wherever they touch. These are tricky predators. And then this last one, I'm gonna attack Lilith once. 22 is gonna hit, so 10 bludgeoning as it grapples Lilith as well. And then it's gonna swing. And miss Garret. And then it's gonna tackle Lilith, so I need a con save. It just slimes you up with them. And you passed. You feel that same, like, stinging numbness wherever the tentacles touch you. But the pain kind of overpowers it as you're being clamped. Now, for the people that grapple, if you want to try and break free, you have to use an action to do so. Other than that, you can. All that does is means you can't move. You can still attack and do everything else as normal. You just can't. You have a speed of 0.
Alright.
So it's back to your guys' turn.
Alright. Well, before everybody starts, let me dish out a bardic inspiration to Kakkaaz.
Awesome.
And actually, her action is going to try to dissonant whisper the one that's grappling her. If making it go away will make him let her go.
It needs to make a wisdom save. Yeah. Because of the exact wording of the spell, if it does fail, it will have to release you because it wants to get away from you if it had just made this creature move and didn't actually say anything about moving away from you specifically, it would have carried you with it.
Right. I know.
Like Puppet, it would have just go, okay, and wandered over that direction with you in its claws.
I know.
But
I
it
know.
passes.
Oh no.
So it takes no damage or half damage. Let's see.
On a successful save, it takes half damage and doesn't have to move.
Alright, so he takes half of it, which it was 7, so he takes 4. Alright.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
Can I use Misty Step if I'm grappled?
Yes, because it's not, you're not moving, you're being moved.
Yeah, he's not gonna stay in this thing's grasp. So... he poofs out of this thing's grip and over behind Garret, but he's also going to shoot the one that had him grappled with the chill touch.
Alright.
Oh, that's right. Misty Step's a bonus action, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But that's both of your spell slots, right? Or no, that's one of your spell slots. You have the other one's a cantrip.
Yep. Does that hit?
Alright. Go ahead and roll the damage. 10 points of cold damage. You guys all see, like, Kakkaaz just kind of makes this, like, clenching motion with one of his big nasty claws, and a spectral version of it appears over this creature and just rakes across its hide, leaving, like, frozen remnants of the claw marks.
Alright. So, Lucian's turn.
Yep.
And, he's just going to go ham on this thing and smite it. So...
Alright, well, let's see if you hit, first of all.
Yeah. I know.
That hits.
Alright. I'll roll for damage on that first. And now for the Divine Smite. I'm using up a level 2 spell slot, by the way.
Alright.
I want this thing dead. So let's see, that's... Oh yeah, it's right there. Wait, why does it say 2d8 plus another 2d8?
Which one? One sec.
On Divine Smite.
Oh, that's in case you crit.
Oh, okay.
So just ignore the second set if you don't crit.
Alright. Take
So
the
you
second
another
set?
4 radiant damage, and then we'll take the third die as well because you're casting it with a higher level, so you get the 8. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Can I smite again on the same turn?
Yeah, as long as you have spell slots.
Alright.
12 points of radiant damage on top of your actual hit.
How bad does it hurt? Does it look hurt?
You cracked it a little bit. That hits.
I'm going to use up another spell slot, I think. Because I want it dead.
First level this time or second?
Second.
Alright, so you do another 6, 12 radiant damage, and what's the damage of the actual Morningstar hit? So, 16.
So he just, raises his Morning Star and starts trying to crack down on this thing as hard as he can. No, that didn't use up a bonus action, did it?
Nope.
So with my bonus action, bonus action. My shield doesn't do any damage if I hit with it, does it?
No, it just pushes. You can smack him with it and push him or knock him down.
Alright, you know what? I'm gonna hit it with a hex.
Okay.
And
So you want to hex it?
yeah, and how did I make it? Guys, what save should I give it disadvantage on?
On strength. Because this thing's going to try and grapple you.
True. Okay, so this X will be disadvantage on strength then.
All right. And I think that's everybody.
No, I haven't gone yet.
Oh yeah,
real
Garret
quick.
has gone.
Oh wait, shit. Can I say that I did that hex before I did my attacks?
Go ahead. Just roll it twice.
For some reason it's got 4 and a 6.
So 4, 6 is 10.
How's it look?
Beat up, not dead, but beat up. These are tough crab people.
Trust me, you're not the only one who has difficulty remembering things about Hex.
Alright, Garret,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
I'm gonna use the disengage action. And
Okay.
slide back here.
And can I use a potion as a bonus action?
On yourself, yes.
Okay, I'll take my potion.
Alright, it's 2d4 plus 2. Eight hit points. And then it's back to them again. Poor Lilith. Try to pinch her. Lucian.
Alright, he has disadvantage. Trying to make
He hits you with his pinchers with a 22, so you take 7 bludgeoning. And basically what this does, it doesn't actually give him disadvantage on the grapple because it's an automatic effect of hitting with the pinchers. It reduces the escape DC, so it's easier for you to break free.
Okay.
Basically, it gives him a -5 to the escape DC, so it's very easy to break out if you actually do so.
Okay.
Yeah.
But he's gonna might as well make another attack on you with his pinchers. And there comes the crit. So take, what is that? 21 bludgeoning.
Thus.
So he just grabs you with the first claw and then brings the other one down like right over your head and just starts clamping down on your head and you're like, ah!
Fuck.
And then he starts slobbering on you, so I need a con save. It really is always Lucian. And he fails the con save.
God damn.
So Lucian is poisoned and paralyzed.
Oh, what? Oh, God, no. Fuck.
So
Wait.
Lucian just kind of goes limp in this thing's arms like,
Why?
it's terrible.
Lordy Jesus.
Which you get to roll at the end of each of your turns to try and break free of the paralysis poison.
Yeah.
Basically, you're poisoned, and so long as you're poisoned, you're also paralyzed. If somebody does something that would cure poison, it removes the paralysis.
Does anyone have something that cures poison?
You do.
Do I?
Lay on hands can remove it, but you're paralyzed, which means you're incapacitated, which means you get no action.
Yeah.
So you're just kind of like, I can fix this. Shit. Like, you're fully
Yeah.
conscious. You're just conscious of the fact that you can't move your body.
God damn. And
they're
it's
giving you
only
the
at the end of my
clamps.
turn, so I can't do anything.
Well, that was its turn, so...
Well,
the
that,
next one is
that
going to
was a
attack
really
Lilith.
disgusting turn.
That's going to miss.
Right.
That's going to miss. This one climbs up out of the water. Does a 15 hit Kakkaaz? I believe so.
It does.
13 bludgeoning. And then another 15, so another 10 bludgeoning.
Okay, so wait, that one let Lilith go then.
Yes, it did. It seems to have panicked when it saw them go up to the altar.
Oh.
Alright, so how much damage was that again?
10 for the second hit and 13 for the first, so each is reduced by 3. They were
Alright.
very grappled. And then he slaughters on you, so I need a con save.
Do we see this thing where the blood's supposed to be put upon, or is it just not this altar?
There's the dead body right there.
No. I'm talking about the vial of blood.
You don't. It doesn't seem like that's in this run.
Okay.
Yeah, because we needed to find a book for that.
And that's their turn. After the con save. Oh.
Motherfucker.
So Kaz is in the same situation right now. Poisoned and paralyzed.
Shit.
Smells like burning.
Alright, so it's your guys' turn. So Lilith and Garret get to do stuff, and then the other two make saves.
All right, I'll go. I'm gonna magic missile the one over by Lucian.
Would you? Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
I'm trying to take the wounded one out first.
Yep.
Okay.
And I'm gonna cast it at second level. Are you kidding me? What shitty rolls?
12 points of
Oh, wait,
force.
Why did it not? It didn't do the fourth one, even though I cast it at the. Oh wait,
Yeah, it did.
no, it's supposed to be 4d4 because I cast it at second level.
Yeah,
I
it's
see
3d4 plus 4 at the bottom, and then there's another one above.
Oh, so it's 12 total. Gotcha.
When you cast with a higher level spell slot, it puts it in its own little spot where it says high level cast.
Gotcha. So yeah, so 12 damage.
Yep, 12 points of force damage to that one, and it kind of screams in pain.
All right, and then, shit. Guess I'll back up a little bit more.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. I was gonna try to put them down, but
We'll make that fucking save now.
Well, wait a minute. Hold on. Lilith's gonna toss you a bardic inspiration first off.
nice.
So putting it on Lucian.
Yes.
Alright, Lucian feels inspired despite being paralyzed.
Okay. That's a what is it at again?
You can expend a bardic inspiration to add a d8 to any attack. It's a attack roll, saving throw, ability check.
Okay. Well, we'll see if I need it for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can choose to do it after you roll it before you actually make the save.
Nice.
So I think I'm good. I'm gonna keep that bardic inspiration. But hold on.
Okay. Well, what else is Lilith gonna do?
Lilith is gonna dissonant whisper the one that's right in front of her.
Okay. That's a wisdom save. Let's see if this time it doesn't crit when it rolls the save.
And rolling at a higher level.
Alright,
rolling
so
so
you do
many
10 points
ones.
of psychic damage. And it has to move away.
She blows it a kiss goodbye.
Do you get an attack of opportunity as a reaction on that too?
No, because it's being compelled to move.
So real quick, could I just take a bonus action? Since I don't have my full turn, but if I got a bonus action, that would really help me. Basically, I just want to lay on hands myself.
All right.
Basically, just get myself back.
You broke out of the poison, so you're no longer poisoned and paralyzed.
Okay. Just use up all lay on hands to plop myself back up.
Kakkaaz?
Yep, I'm gonna roll that save.
And yeah, Lilith is going to move away from where she was and swim off.
You'll break free as well.
Nice. Good job. Phew, that was getting bad
As he
for a
prepares
second
to
there.
frenzy in this thing's face.
Alright, so that's that. You guys broke free. You're no longer freaking paralyzed, so that's something. But you're still both grappled.
True.
There's nothing else I can do on my turn?
If you want to take a bonus action, I'll let you send some at Lucian.
Alright, let me see. Okay, that's a reaction. Alright.
You have a reaction spell?
Oh, it was the, It's not a reaction spell, it's a reaction ability. I just read the Tomb of Levistus thing and saw it was a reaction.
Oh, right, yeah.
I'll keep that in mind.
Yes, it's very good. Alright, we'll start with the Shul again. It's gonna try and pincer Lucian. That's gonna miss. That's gonna miss. Alright, next one's gonna try and pincer Kakkaaz. Miss. Hit. 11 bludgeoning. This one comes scuttling back this way. Did you want to use your reaction?
No, I'm not gonna use it just
Okay.
yet.
Alright, that's their turn.
So I feel like this guy here is about ready to just keel over.
His
Take him
shell
out.
is definitely cracked in a few places.
All right, well, I'm going to try to finish the job here. Might expend a use of smite. I might as well. So,
See what happens when you roll.
yeah, I know.
That is not going to hit.
Inspiration.
Roll a D8.
Yeah.
That is
Nice.
going to hit.
There you go.
Okay, so let's roll that damage. Register?
I don't see it. The Morningstar damage?
Hold on. There we go.
Nice.
And then another for the Divine Smite.
First level this time?
Yeah, it's first level.
Okay, so... Wow, you are rolling fantastically bad on the first set of dice every time.
First one was decent, because I accidentally rolled twice.
Oh yeah, I see it now, never mind.
Yeah, I accidentally rolled. Yeah. Oh, also the hex.
Yep, roll it.
That's good.
Yeah, this
Still
thing's
up?
definitely not looking healthy.
You know what? All right, we're gonna spend one more. We're going to attack it once more.
Alright, your last attack this turn. That hits. Your damage plus smite, or plus hex.
Hmm?
Hex.
Hex. I'm gonna use up a smite too. I just want to kill.
It's dead.
Oh, it's dead. Oh, yay!
Yes,
So,
nice.
I'll just explain. He wakes up and it's like, and he's just like I have had it with these damn crabs. He's just like wailing on it, just like until it finally like cracks.
Yep, and you can use your bonus action to move the hex to another creature within 30 feet or something like that, I think.
We're gonna do it on this one.
Alright.
So it's easier to escape from its grasp.
Awesome.
And you can move if you want to.
Yeah, he'll move up. How many squares can he move?
To 6.
6.
30 feet.
I thought that the
Oh no, 15 rather. Water. That's right.
okay.
It'll be 15.
So you can move 3 spaces.
Move up to here then, so we can start smacking this thing.
Alright.
Okay, Lilith has a trick up her sleeve. The one that's grappling Kakkaaz.
Okay.
Kakkaaz is grappled, right?
Mhm.
She is going to cast Puppet.
Ooh.
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 Woo!
Woo!
Ooh.
Can you drop that in chat so we can see that? I've never seen that spell.
I will work on it.
No problem.
Fails very much so.
Ah, fuck.
Alright.
Do you want me to go, or do you want to go?
Well,
You go first.
We're gonna, yeah. So the result is he's gonna let go of Kakkaaz, and I'm going to do some wiggly. Lilith will do some wiggly movements with her hands and make it go very far away.
Oh, I thought he failed to save.
It did fail to save, which means it's affected.
Ah.
So you see
Oh,
Lilith like hold her hands up like she's using marionettes, and the creature just kind of jerkily like starts moving after dropping Kakkaaz. So which way are you making it move?
Off that way in the northwest area.
Alright. So this thing just drops off of the platform into the water and just kind of jerkingly half swims across. Like it's not like it's more like thrashing around in the water than it is swimming.
And she's gonna move herself and over.
Alright. Kakkaaz and Garret.
Go ahead if you want to go.
I was just measuring the distance or something. You can go first if you want.
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna go.
Oops, that's the wrong spell. There.
That's kind of madness, yes.
I'm gonna cast Chromatic Orb at a 2nd level.
Alright, which one are you casting on? The closest one?
Um.
Alright, the puppeted one.
Yeah, the one that's puppeted.
That's interesting. It's set to output as spell card, and it didn't do that.
Yeah, that's weird that it came out the other way. 25 definitely hits.
That's why I forgot it's after the damage.
23.
23 damage, and it's gonna be cold damage.
Alright,
Don't forget the hex damage.
Oh,
that's only you.
do you roll that? Or do I roll
Yeah,
that?
sure.
No, I mean only he triggers hex when he hits it.
Oh.
Not everybody.
Gotcha.
I thought that was for everyone. Whoops.
No, just the caster. Oh man, if it triggered for everyone, that would be so good.
It'd be so,
Yeah.
be so
It is
OP.
absolutely wonderful for the caster, though.
Oh yeah. Bonus action, you get it. Coats.
Yep, and that's gonna be it for my turn.
Yes. And for my action, I am going to cast True Strike on that one. Means I get advantage on it in my first attack on the next round.
Alright.
And he's gonna ready for this thing to come closer.
Alrighty then. So then it's their turn. And they're gonna do exactly that. Alright, first the one on the bottom is gonna attack Lucian, because he's closest. That misses. That misses. The next one attacks Kakkaaz. What's your AC? 12?
12, yeah.
Right, that misses.
Oh, oh.
And that one misses. Wow. They had a bad turn. Alright, Jurga's turn. And the one that's hexed is this one. You can tell by the little symbol with the guy that's bent over with the broken back kind of thing.
Lilith is going to inspire Lucian a little bit more.
Alright.
Hooray!
Then she's
Lucian
going
feels
to,
inspired again.
and then she's going to mock the hell out of the one that missed Kakkaaz.
Alright. So it needs to make a wisdom save. 2 fails, so it takes 8 points of psychic damage, and it gets disadvantage on its next attack roll.
You can't hit the broadside of a barn.
He's 7 feet tall and right in front of you. The hell is wrong with you?
You do note, though, like, when this thing grabs Kakkaaz, his skin reacts more like it's made out of, like, really well-treated hide than it does, like, actual flesh.
Yes. Let me see. Is there any chance I could try and use Tilt Touch to just freeze this thing's tentacles in its mouth?
Not really.
In any case,
True
the
Strike
idea
only
is-
affects, I believe, melee attacks.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, cool.
It just says on your turn you get an advantage on your first attack roll against the target this round, that provided the spell's ended. Advantage.
Hits.
Right in the face.
Nice.
12 cold damage. Alright.
Nice hit, Kaka.
No idea what that
Alright.
means.
You see, it's going to get to attacking the one with the hex on it.
Okay. Hits.
Whew.
Yay.
And gonna smite it as well. Just a level 1 smite.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good
Ooh.
one.
Nice roll.
20
Finally a
damage
good
so
one.
far.
And the hex on top of that.
It's 24.
Not so good on that one.
Wait, actually no, I accidentally rolled it twice. So the first one had 4.
Yeah, 24 total damage.
So, and then the second one.
That is
Oh,
not gonna hit.
Well,
The dice
I
looked
have
like it was going to fall on
You're
18.
inspired, Bo.
Yeah, I was about to say inspiration, bro. 16.
That'll hit.
Okay. Nice. Okay. Another smite. Because I just want to kill this thing.
Mm-hmm. 23.
Nice.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. And another hex.
26.
I think that's the
Nice
most
rolls,
damage
man.
in one turn.
We'll find out. That is a lot, though, for you, yes. Alright, that leaves Garret.
All right, I am gonna acid splash that. Wrong.
You can actually
The
hit
one-
both of them with Acid Splash.
I can.
They're within
Oh,
5
that's
feet of
right.
each other.
That's right. That's right. All right, I'm gonna my main target. It's gonna be. I'm gonna switch back to Garrett's voice here. I'm gonna shoot the one right in front of Kakkaaz.
Alright? So they both make, I believe, dex saves.
DC 14, dexterity.
And a crap roll. Come on.
Well, one of them gets hit.
3 damage. Woohoo! And that's
you
gonna be it.
guys. It's them again.
Lillian.
Pincher Topia. Miss. Super miss. Miss. And hit. So Kakkaaz takes another 14.
Right.
Yeah, just to point it out because it's funny to me. The Nolish Warlock has more HP than all of the other martial characters.
No.
Yeah, Lucian's bond is pretty bad, honestly.
Like, Kakkaaz has like 50 HP. I don't know how, but he does. Good rolls, high con.
Yeah.
Cause fuck you, I'm a no.
And also, one of them botched, so I take a die out of the dice bin. Alright. Back to you guys again.
Well, I'm basically just a fighter at this point, but I'm gonna try to finish off this thing once and
You've
for
still
all.
got it hexed.
Yeah, I still got Hex, so unless the bard wants to cast inspiration on me before I swing at this thing again, which I doesn't sound like that's the plan.
No, not this time.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep that in our pocket.
All
We're
right.
not quite done yet.
In that case, I'm just going to attack this thing and try to kill it.
We believe in you.
Hits.
And then the Hicks damage. And then is it give up?
It is dead. And you can move the hex as bonus action to the other one.
Yep, and I got one more attack.
Yep.
So it's just like thinks this one and Lucian's killed like 3 of these dudes. Damn,
Hits.
Oh, don't think I forgot about you.
Alright.
and Hicks.
10. Okay.
I'm kind of thinking we want to keep it close. not make it run away so we can finish it off?
Yes.
All right. Lilith's gonna use her spell of Scorching Ray.
I'm Scroll.
Now that she's not in the water and can hold things with more than one hand.
All right, let's see. Any character can cast from a scroll with an Intelligence Arcana check. So it's intelligent. You roll an Arcana check. The DC is 12 plus the spell's level. So for a cantrip, it's 0. So it's DC 12. Oh boy.
Ooh.
Oh boy. I haven't got to roll this table yet.
Should have inspired herself.
You roll on the Minor Madness table. Roll a D3.
We've rolled this one before.
I think we already know the answer.
Yes, it works. So immediately you start to like read over the scroll, and you speak out the words, but you do the syllables. You put emphasis on the wrong syllable,
Yeah.
and something starts like telling you really dark jokes deep in your mind.
Yeah.
And you just spend the round cackling madly at these hilarious jokes as the scroll burns up in your hand.
What in the hell? Why are you laughing? This thing is whooping our ass.
Oh, that's Lilith.
Yeah, you want to go?
And of course you
Yeah,
get a
I'll
point
go.
of madness.
I'm gonna go. Garrett's gonna cast Magic Missile.
All right.
11 force damage.
All right. That leaves Kakkaaz.
I want to drink a potion of healing before I do anything else.
All right.
That's 2d4 plus what?
2.
Okay. God damn.
Ooh.
Jeez. That's almost a waste of a potion.
Yeah, it sucks when that happens.
It does.
All right. What else?
Let's see. One second. Let me think. Doesn't have a lot of health left. However, he is going to take advantage of the fact that he has allies with him. He's going to disengage.
All right.
Follow me back in the water and past the things with the other things with sharp objects if you want. Saltwater's gonna sting, but hey.
And that's that for you guys then. Go ahead and move yourself, and then it's gonna scoot up here.
Just trying to figure out where I'm gonna. I did that wrong with my token.
Well, it'll actually get a hit in for once against Lucian and do 8 bludgeoning damage and grapple him.
Okay.
Then it'll slobber on you, so I need a con save, and that's it for that.
Please don't be gay, con save, please be good.
You're fine.
Mhm.
Alright. So it's back to you guys again.
So, I know I'm being grappled by it, but can I break out?
If you want to break out, you can try that, or you can just smash it. Grapple just makes it so you can't move.
Yeah, you can keep smacking it all you want.
Yeah. Oh, what I could do is I could... fuck it. I'm just gonna smack it.
It's probably got very little health left.
Yeah, that hits. Oh,
What the hell? I'm sorry, I don't mean
a little
to...
bit of lag there, that's fine. So you did 6, plus the hex. Right, second attack.
Okay.
That one misses. Well, you hit it, but it kind of just clacks off this thing's really hard carapace.
And I'd like to use my bonus action to shove the thing. Maybe like if I could shove it away, sort of. Like, okay, here's what I'm thinking. Like, it's got me against the wall right here. I can put my feet against the wall, and then I could shove on it to make it kind of back away and free myself.
You can hit it with your shield using the Shield Master bonus action thing. So make an attack with your shield.
Okay.
And you knock it down. Which means it
Okay,
drops you.
Nice, so we got advantage on it now.
Yep, it is prone. So you smack it in the face with your shield, and it kind of staggers and falls off of it to the ground, dropping you back into the water.
I guess I strike now.
All right. I can go if you guys want me to go next.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna cast Chromatic Orb. And I get advantage on this, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's
25. $12 damage.
nice.
It's gonna be cold.
Alright, and Lilith, you're no longer cackling. You can actually take a turn now.
Oh, about time.
You are the funniest looking creature I've ever seen.
Another 6 points of psychic damage. Talk about adding insult to injury. Alright, Kakkaaz.
Can I see it from here?
Yep.
Do I get disadvantage on range attacks because it's prone, or...?
Yes.
That's what I figured. And I'm not going to be able to reach it from the water, am I?
Yeah, you can reach it from the water. It's only 3 feet up.
Oh, okay.
Lucian's been doing it the whole time. You know, run over and claw it.
Yeah, I'm going to start clawing this stupid thing.
You still have inspiration as well.
Yes, I do.
Let's see that attack roll.
Yes, once I actually get the right page up. There we go. Do I get advantage on it?
Yep, it's a melee attack.
Awesome.
Hits.
Fuck you, you damn crab.
It did, and you get a bonus action to move up to half your speed.
Yep. So he's gonna move on top of it and just rip off one of its claws because combat's over.
He basically climbs up there and just grabs it with his teeth and rips off one of its claws and starts chewing on it.
Yay, seafood.
Lobster. Crab.
With that, the last of them is dead.
My goodness, I need a rest. That was, whew, that was a tough fight.
You. I saw you up here. I saw you up here, all in the nice, on the nice little bit of land. Should have been down in there.
Crunch, crunch, munch, munch.
Alright, y'all gain 875 experience. For defeating 3 Shul and 2 reef sharks.
What were those things called? The
Shul.
Shul? S-H-U-L?
Chuul.
When do you level up again?
I can't remember exactly. We'll deal with it after session.
800 and what experience?
75.
Okay.
So now that I get up here and I get a good look at the statue, can I make a knowledge religion to see if I recognize this thing?
Go for it.
Fuck.
Nope, this does not look familiar to you. The only thing you can tell about it from its appearance is that it is some kind of oceanic god, most likely.
An old god?
Not quite to that level. Like, the old gods is actually more literal here. They're the gods that are from the old pre-war era. Not like Cthulhu.
Yeah, I feel.
Yeah. But the monsters are felled, and the way is clear. Just have to swim.
All right.
While we're
Can we,
up here, we
take a
can.
short rest?
I was going to say Lilith is going to play her Song of Rest.
Oh, what's that give us?
An additional D6, I think.
Yep.
Say, what is it again?
If you take a short rest right now, if she rolls it, she rolls a D6, and everybody gets that much more healing.
Oh, cool.
Awesome.
Sweet.
Do we all want to take a short rest?
Yeah. I want to. I need to get some spells back.
Do you want to do it here or at your destination?
Do paladins gain back their spells after a short rest?
No.
I do, though. I get arcane.
You don't either. You have to use Arcane Recovery to get some back.
Yeah, I get half. Or, well, half of my level.
Yes, you get 2 levels worth of spells back. One level 2 or 2 level 1 spells back during a short rest.
I don't remember how exactly, like, what if there's anything different for warlocks.
Warlocks get them back every short rest.
That's what I thought.
But yes, do you want to sleep here on this altar to this weird god, or do you want to go swim to the other side first?
Let's see what's
We
on
know
the other
what
side
Lucian
first.
wants.
Yeah. We should probably go somewhere less evil.
Evil.
All right, or you can go back to this doorway that's right here.
Now let's go forward.
Okay.
All right.
Look, if we run into anything else, you got me, okay?
Go ahead and just swim full speed, because it doesn't matter right now.
There's over there. Seems to keep going, though. Oop.
Oh, now we can see where the water's coming in. I see the source of the rushing water.
Yes, you see there's a big crack down this one wall where water's just pouring in.
Okay, guys, 3 doors here. There are 3 sets of stairs.
Oh, I didn't even see that one over there.
Wait, where?
Where
Oh,
I am.
yeah.
The set where Garrett's looking at, there's a portcullis down over it.
I'm gonna I wanna like to look at this door, see if there's any latches or levers or anything to open up the portcullis.
There does not seem to be, and there's no blockage. Like, it's a portcullis, so you can see right through into the hallway beyond. But there seems to be no way to open the portcullis on this side of the door.
Can I cast knock? Or do you want to check one of the other doors?
Let's try the other doors first.
Okay.
Might as well, they're open.
Alright, so which one are you gonna... Okay, you're gonna walk up here and check this door?
Door. I open.
It swings open. Let me move the light.
Strange runes in here. Let me see that torch, Lilith. Thank you.
You now have Torchkun. We need a little gong or chime or something. Uh-oh, he stepped into the darkness.
Safe. Bar.
Ooh. What does that look like? What's that?
It is a painting of a hearth.
Oh, I think I spy a book.
I think we should rest before we do anything, guys.
Probably. There's also a hand.
Well, you guys can take a short rest while studying. Like, that's... If it's not like... What's the word I'm looking for? Strenuous activity, you can perform it during a rest.
Yeah. So
you can take a short rest while you check the book and the runes and stuff like that out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lilith will start playing her song of rest so people can.
Okay.
All right.
Yes, you find a pedestal with a book laid out on it here. So everybody gets 2 extra hit points back, and then if you spend hit dice, you get more.
Sure, I'll spend some hit dice. Might as well. Oh, yeah, I'm back to full.
I am most certainly.
You're looking at this hand on the floor?
Yes, he's going to be examining that hand.
It seems to be a stone hand, like it belongs to a statue.
Wait.
Where's there a hand?
Over here in the
Wait.
corner. Like, there.
How come I disappeared?
Where'd you go?
I swear I was right here, and then I think
You're
I
way
fell
down by
in-
the door now for some reason.
What?
I'll
Oh,
move you back.
I didn't touch it.
Kraul, did you call upon the old gods?
No,
Oh man,
What did you do?
I didn't do anything. So, can Lucian take the painting?
If you want to pull it off the wall.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, Lucian will take the painting carefully
Right.
so as not to damage it.
So you carefully pry this painting off the wall. Do you remove it from its frame and just roll it up?
Hmm?
Or you want to take the frame and all?
what was it a painting of?
A hearth.
Karth.
Hearth, like a fireplace.
Yeah, fireplace.
Oh, it's a painting of a hearth.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I thought it
Paintings
was
usually-
above a hearth. I was like, oh, okay.
Paintings usually sell for a decent amount, so
Yeah, go ahead and write that in your treasure somewhere.
Can I check
Yeah.
this book?
Yes, if you want to look at the book, you can.
Yes, I would like to read the book, or look at the book. Examine the book first.
Yep, roll me Arcana.
Oh, come on.
The book seems to be detailing the procedures for a specific ritual.
Hey, guys, you should look at this.
The
That
only thing
vial-
you're able to glean from it is that someone needs to stand on the blue runes.
Okay. So looking at this book, guys, looks like it describes the ritual. Someone's gonna have to stand over on the blue runes. I just about all I got from it though. Maybe Lilith, you could take a look at this too, or I'm sorry, Megalith or or Kahuna.
Kahuna. That's not even close.
Kahuna.
Is that even a word?
Now, the spirit, if you guys remember, did say that somebody would have to undergo the ritual and be transported to a secret room. The question is, who wants to do that? And whoever does it has to take the stuff.
Question is who wants to do it and who should do it.
There are 3 casters in the group.
Lilith, didn't you say that you dealt with her before? Oh wait, Flint's gone.
Yes.
Oh, there he is. Yeah. Oh, then it should be you.
Very well.
You've dealt with her in the past. You probably have more experience than we do.
Yes, this is true.
Let's give this a shot.
Okay. So she's gonna read the book and tell everybody where to go, where to put the book is gonna tell us where to put the blood flakes.
The book, the ritual specifically does not do anything with the blood. There's something in another room that does that, but you have to use the ritual to get there.
Aha.
Someone needs to stand on the blue circle with all the items that they want to take with them to that room, and then another person has to enact the ritual, and it will transport the person in the blue runes to the other room.
Do you guys want me to try to do this ritual and one of you goes over?
You're the most arcane knowledge of us all.
I am a disciple of the arcane, that is for sure. Let's give this a shot.
Okay, so Lilith will climb up on the blue.
Yeah, and as you ascend up onto the blue, you have to you carefully tiptoe around the rubble and parts of where it looks like the floor has been blasted here previously.
Yeah.
There's black char marks and stuff, and the parts of the wall seem to have been scattered about, and that's what the rubble's from.
Before I start this ritual, make sure you take that vial with you.
Yes, I have the backpack from the ghost backpack.
A ghost name backpack?
Exactly.
All right.
Never said he had a name. Might as well be backpack.
Sounds
so you're
good.
Take your time to study the book before you cast.
Yes.
So give me
Because
another Arcana check with advantage.
Yeah, because obviously all of the scorch marks are from people who didn't take the time to study.
18.
All right. And all of a sudden, the runes on this side of the room, the orange glowing ones over here, pulse brightly for a moment. But then Garret does something right, and they dim back down. And
Of course
the
they
blue
get it right.
runes start to all glow in specific letters on this alphabet of stuff around the side of it start to ping one by one. And eventually, with a bright flash, Lilith disappears.
I'm gonna roll Arcana on this hand to see if there's anything magical about it. At least he wants to.
And Lilith, you appear elsewhere.
I love my job.
You get to go interesting places.
The hand is not that big. You could pick it up and take it if you wanted to.
Yeah,
It's
he's
just a stone hand of a statue. You can't glean anything further than that.
Yeah, that's why I was gonna. That's why he was checking to see if there was anything magical about it. But if there's nothing, then
So let's see. We've got a big glowing pentagon thing with a ring of
Yes,
runes.
there's a ring of runes around this strange device on a pedestal that seems to be like a spherical metal globe with tons of little tiny slots in it on the sides. And there's light coming up out of it, and it's slowly spinning in a circle.
Either a Van de Graaff generator or something out of mist.
And then in this corner there is a very dark metal, like iron box with chains all over it sitting there.
And then we have a hole in the floor.
Yeah, the floor's cracked.
So we'll examine the chain.
Chain
The chain.
box.
Does the chain move? I mean, can it be moved?
The chains are like strapped all around this solid iron box, and like you could try to remove the chains if you wanted to try and actually physically remove them somehow.
Yeah, let's try that first.
All right. So how do you want to try to remove them? Do you have thieves' tools proficiency?
No.
Okay. Well, there's a couple of things you could try to do. You can either just try to force it with strength. You can try, or you can try to dispel magic on it.
Well, she does have a dispel magic at her disposal.
Indeed. So you cast dispel magic, and the chains just kind of go limp and slowly fall away from the box, leaving just this wrought iron case sitting there.
Okay, can we see any signs that the case will open?
Yes, the lid does seem to be.
Okay,
There's a seam around the top.
We'll open the lid. Ooh.
You found a gnomish chest. So you break it open, and lo and behold, there's a scroll of hellish rebuke. Another vial of blood.
Oh, she's becoming quite the blood collector. Nicknamed
Right.
the hematologist. All right, so she's got two vials of blood then.
Mm-hmm. Plus the ones you already had.
It's the ones she already has.
So you now have 10 vials of blood on you in total. The one from the quest, and then 8 other ones you had found before, and this vial of fiend blood.
Indeed. So there are lots of slots here. Is there anything underneath or between the sphere and the...
No, it just seems to be a bunch of little slots in it. They're circular slots that seem to go down into the depths of the thing a certain distance.
Probably not any clue as to whether there would be an order or a specific slot to use. Like there's a can, or you say it spirals down into the base.
Basically it looks like it has a ton of these little slots just coming out of it in every possible direction, and that's where the light's slowly peeking out of it in every spots from inside the core. If you want to experimentally try to slip a vial in there, they will fit snugly.
Mm-hmm. Well, before I do that, I'm gonna do an Arcana check. See if I can learn anything.
What are you trying to do?
An Arcana check?
Okay, go for it. Okay. You can't glean the specific purpose of this device, as it is very much odd. Like, it doesn't look like the manufacture of anything you've seen before. Although the materials do look slightly Dwarven, as far as the fact that it uses lots of brass and bronze in its construction. But from what you can tell, the energy that's coming off of it gives off a slight heat as well as light. And it's the kind of magic that you would expect from, like, from the legends at least, from, like, healing magic.
So we're going to put something in here. Healed, possibly. Purified. All right, well, she will start with a vial of blood. Like a slot here, random.
Alright, which vial of blood are you putting in there?
One from her pack.
Alright, so roll me a d8, basically, because you don't know which ones are which. Alright, so you insert the vial and it slides down in until it goes, the top of the vial is flush with the surface, and stops.
Interesting.
And as you insert it, of course, the thing's still slowly turning, so the vial is slowly getting further and further around the other side of it.
Okay, well then she will repeat.
Just start inserting the other ones.
Yep.
Alright, and you stick the next one in, and still same thing. Just it doesn't seem to be reacting to their presence at all, but you do see that the light is kind of shining through them and out still. And eventually, if you keep going, you'll have inserted every vial.
Yep, that's what the plan is, and then she will the last two will be the one she just found in the box, followed by the one with the dried blood.
Okay. So you stick them all in one by one in a row, kind of.
Yeah.
And then what do you do after that?
Good question. Better look for a button or a
The only thing that you've noticed is when you stepped into the runic circle, it dimmed.
So I will step back away from this one.
Okay, so you back out of the circle, and the light, it kind of glows, brightens up again, the glow, and the thing starts to spin faster, and faster, and faster.
Nice.
And the light is just kind of spraying across the room like a disco ball now. This thing spins up until a certain point, and then there's like a release of steam from the top of it, and it comes back to the slow spin again.
Fascinating. All goes round.
And
Let's
then
take a look.
the runes kind of dim back down.
Right? Do we have 10 vials or 1 vial or
There's still
thing?
10 vials in there. The one thing that you notice, though, is when you pull out the one that was specifically from the quest line, the blood is now liquid.
Ah. I think that's the one that our friend is going to want.
And one of the other ones is empty.
Ah. She's going to collect up all of the vials.
Alright? So you collect up all the vials, you've kind of set the quest one in its own little
Keep
separate spot.
quest one in its own spot, yes.
And then you... That's like you step back again?
Yep.
Alright, while that's happening, the last thing you see is this thing kind of like starts to open at the central point of the seam on the center of the globe, and it kind of pops open with a hiss. And a nude humanoid, of the likes of which you've never seen before, steps out.
Hello, stranger.
It kind of turns its head towards you and blinks a couple of times. And this thing is about 7 feet tall. Its skin is kind of like a pasty grayish color. Its fingers are elongated and have very long fingernails on them, each one. And on it, instead of where it would normally have a human, it looks slightly humanoid, but there's like bits of the biology seem off. Like the rib cage seems a little too set forward in the chest, so it protrudes a bit. And it's very skinny and very emaciated looking, and it's like pelvis and stuff kind of like the skin just barely seems to like wrap right over it. But it does seem to have humanoid genitalia to some degree. And it is male. But what's very distinct and different about it is its head. And it turns its large, almost horned skull to look at you, and its 6 eyes blink one by one. And it opens its mouth and speaks. And you don't understand a word of it. And it looks confused, kind of looking down its own body for a minute. Do you want to try and say anything or do anything, like, to try and communicate with this being?
Yes, she will attempt to say, greetings. We're here to bring you to Master. Mistress of the ruined temple has asked us.
It kind of, like, gives us a weird look at you, like you're speaking gibberish to it, and starts speaking in its weird language again. And just as you're trying to go back and forth, the light overtakes you again. And you're back in the other room. So the rest of the party's been waiting here you've been sitting here for a couple minutes now, and Lilith just kind of reappears again.
Hey, what happened?
Most curious set of events. Was a device, a large round device with many slots, inserted the vials of blood, waited, and then a large being emerged from the sphere. Being I've never seen before, spoke a
being?
language I couldn't understand.
And then what happened?
We tried to speak to each other, and then I came back here.
And that was it? That was all she wanted from us?
Well, I have the blood. Believe she still will want that. She may have ways of retrieving or interacting with this being that we're not aware of.
Should we go let Backpack know?
I don't think Backpack's here anymore. I think maybe we should just leave it where they gave it to us.
No, not the backpack. The ghost. The ghost backpack.
That's what I'm saying.
You were told to bring it back to the shrine.
Yes.
Ah.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Not
Yeah,
the
so leave
little
it.
room here, the actual shrine.
Believe our task here is finished. We can bring the backpack and the other belongings with us.
And since you guys already got your payment, only one of you has to actually take this back to the shrine. So
Yeah.
for the rest of you, this is done. This is
Lilith will do
wash
it.
your hands of it, go back home. Have a nice
Let's
day.
get.
Use
get
use your towels.
Wash your hands of it and take the hand.
Alright, so you're gonna take the stone hand, write it down in your treasure.
I'm gonna wash my hands in the water and then use the towel to dry my hand.
Alright, and you guys carefully make your exit and head back to town.
Awesome.
Lilith, I'm assuming you make the report of what happened to the Shrine Maiden?
Yes, and she'll
Okay.
be more descriptive of the nature of the
The
being
Shrine
that
Maiden,
emerged.
we will actually play out that scene in a side scene, because this is an important development. You may have inadvertently brought back a dead species.
Oh, goody!
I knew this was not a good idea.
See, that wouldn't have happened if Lilith didn't also have, 10 other vials of blood to experiment with. And I rolled it randomly. It could have been any one of those 8 different blood vials that came back to life.
Yeah.
We definitely got an interesting one.
You brought a goddamn vampire back. Way to go. Your name is Lilith, however. I mean, I should have probably put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah. She's a troublemaker. She's a troublemaker and revels in that.
That was awesome.
But with that, that is the end of episode 7, Deep Trouble. I hope you guys had fun with it.
That was
I did.
awesome, Axel. Nice job, Axel. That was great.
We will be doing this again next month, as always. Scheduling will come up later. Other than that, does anybody have any final thoughts before we wrap up?
What just happened?
Yeah.
That was the last thought Garret had.
Be sure to get your pets spayed and neutered.
Alas, no goals completed yet.
And your gnolls.
Yep.
Make sure to spay your gnolls.
Yes, definitely.
Was there any further XP after that, after leaving, or was just from the fight there?
Nope, that was it.
Beautiful.
When do we level up to level 6 again?
14,000.
Yeah.
Man.
Yep. Got a way to go. Got about 600 more to go.
Alright, well, that was
Oh,
that then. I'm
sorry.
glad you guys had fun. Thank you
6,000.
for showing up and joining us. I hope you'll be back again. Other than that, keep your torches lit. Delve deep. Join us next time.
Torch
Bye.
Queen forever.
Bye. See you
Later.
later.
Bye.
Very
Bye-bye.
later. Bye.